Coming up, we have our latest installment of Drinks Around the World, which includes the Yacht Club, the Beach Club, and the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin. Coming up on this edition of the Diz Unplugged. This is the Diz Unplugged, episode 655 for the week of October 22nd, 2013. The Diz Unplugged is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel, experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney World, Disneyland, Adventures by Disney, and Disney Cruise Line vacations. Visit them on the web at www.dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Well, hello and welcome to the Diz Unplugged, everyone, coming to you live from the Bob Varley studio here in Orlando, Florida. I am your host, Dustin West, filling in this week for Pete Werner, who is currently cooking and running around like a madman, getting ready for everything, cooking some delicious foods. Also, I know, it's weird. Also here at the table with me is John Magi, Kevin Close, Shaun Thompson, Corey Martin, and back in the production nook we have our associate producer, Craig Williams, who, again, looks very sad. Very sad to be here.
Yeah.
Well, again...
You should be a Tower of Terror bellhop. I think you'd be good at that.
I'll just quit my job here and go work at Disney.
You just stare at
Just
people
part-time.
blankly. Well, again, like I said, we have our latest edition of the Drinks Around the World, and this week we're focusing on Yacht, Beach Club, Swan and Dolphin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is the fourth one we've done. The first one was the monorail crawl around Polynesian, Grand Floridian, and the Contemporary. Then we moved over and did, on the second one, we did Downtown Disney.
Right.
And then the last one was the Boardwalk, where we went from ESPN all the way to Jelly Rolls. And we decided to kind of group Yacht and Beach up with Swan and Dolphin, because Swan and Dolphin has a wonderful nightlife, in my opinion. So we all got a room at the Swan and Dolphin, which is one thing that I was really looking forward to about this set, because all the other ones, like Boardwalk, we had a room at the Contemporary, but we still had to get from Boardwalk to the Contemporary, and Pete was the DD that night. So I was looking forward to this, because we can just go back to our room. We started about 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and we all met at the Lobby Lounge bar at the Dolphin. That wasn't one of our stops, but we stopped there and met and had a drink. It wasn't really a destination for the night.
And it's the only one that I took notes at.
We started the night very detailed. It started fading off real fast, yeah.
And actually, before we get too much further along, I've actually put together a video of some of the experiences we had that evening. And
to say I'm nervous about this is an understatement.
We love these videos where we make fun of
Will
ourselves.
our mics be on or off? Can I make comments, or is it our mics going to be off?
No.
What? Should we
He's
keep them
dreaming
on?
about his Tower of Terror bellhop job. Oh, how smart I'll look in my outfit.
I think it's a great idea to actually.
John wants to know if he can swear or not.
Oh,
We can keep them on. They can
to
hear our
rock you.
laughter or whatever. All right.
Okay, we
So
want
here,
to-
here's the video.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, I know the right.
All right, Tupac.
Is there alcohol at Beaches and Cream? Do you get like beer floats? Boilermakers. And Shaun and beer. Shots of beer. Usually like a shot.
Craig sipping.
Now pick it up and do something weird with it.
Craig is pensive about this place. He's not quite sure what to expect, when indeed it's just a bar.
I did not need that.
Oh, that's a nice
Oh yeah, get that.
They all do one city one. No, not
This is you singing, right? Yeah. That's about how we were singing. Why is this happening? Try more candles. Or he stole my joke. It's pretty dry. I hate it. I hate it.
Was this karaoke after that?
Yeah.
Wait. I think y'all should race.
Oh, man. Oh, skiing. Oh, man.
At one point, Pete wanted you all to have matching shirts when you did this. I do not want that.
I've never felt prouder. No, I really haven't.
Please do not identify yourselves when you do it.
I didn't even know we were being videoed.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was it. That's it.
That's all we really have to say.
I have a question. What do people do when they see you taping at a bar? Do the bartenders say anything like,
Well, you know,
do they question you?
it wasn't as obvious this time because most of us just had our phones. So any photos we were taking, we were using our phones. It's not like we all had DSLRs with us where it's real obvious. You had a big contraption with you.
Yeah, when I'm doing the video, I use a DSLR, so it's not like a big camera with microphones all attached to it and everything. So, usually what we do is we just end up taking photos or videos of the drinks themselves. We try to avoid getting, other people in the shot, so it never really ends up being
But
much
we don't
of an
really
issue.
get asked a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Well, at Blue Zoo, actually, the bartenders were making sure that they dressed the drinks up as nice
Yeah.
as possible and didn't,
Yeah.
do a sloppy job on it because they knew that we were doing it, especially. So
Yeah, they usually embrace it. It's nice.
it was good.
So, from the video, you can tell our stops. The first one was the Cruise Cup Lounge at the Yacht Club.
I didn't realize I was in your shot. Sorry.
The first one was the Cruise Cup Lounge at the Yacht Club. In my opinion, I think this is one of the lounges on property that's a hidden gem.
Yeah.
It's because it's attached to the Yacht Club, and it's a small place, but it's not overcrowded. It's not uncomfortable. It's really dark and dim, similar to the same decor as the Yacht Club.
It's a great place to wait if you have a reservation at the Yachtsman. steakhouse.
I just say it's usually the place where when you have your little beeper and you're waiting to be seated, they say go have a drink over there.
But it can also be a destination, a last minute destination. It doesn't serve typical bar food. You can actually, there are a lot of great things on the menu you can get here. The reason why we started here is because we wanted to get some food in our system before we did this night. And like I said, there's a nice selection of appetizers from $5 to $13. There's clam chowder, crab cakes, and the crispy onion arrangement. That's what we had. We all shared that. And
It was an arrangement, too.
Yeah, it
Very
was.
fancy.
It is. Have you had it?
No, but I think the name's very fancy.
Oh, it had like green onions, red onions, sweet onions. It was an arrangement. It was an edible arrangement.
In addition to the appetizers, they also have full entrees ranging from $11 to $27. The Cabernet braised short rib, which I had, it just was incredible. It just fell apart when you touched it. They also have a sirloin steak, New England style lobster sliders. Now that's the food. There's a nice selection of food here. Their specialty drinks you find here are going to be similar to what you find everywhere on property.
the basic menu,
It's
it's kind
that
of preset.
the glow-teenies and everything that you see.
I had a ultimate Long Island iced tea, which I don't know if that's around everywhere else.
Yeah,
Really
like
good.
places like this, you need to ask them if there's a specialty drink. Usually it'll be for the day. But if I was to go here, I would choose from the wine, because you can also choose from the wine list they have at Yachtsman. They won't give you that book, but if you ask for it, they will. So that's a nice addition to the drinks they offer. So here we had, I think we shared like 3 bottles of wine. I'm not sure, but
I think there were 2. Yeah.
2. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So we started with wine. It was very low key, and right after we left here, we went to Martha's Graveyard,
This is what it is.
Martha's Vineyard over at the beach club. We weren't really excited about this. It's, in my opinion, it's just drab. It's just a boring lounge. There's no energy. It was
Where
pretty
is that
small.
located? Is that in the lobby?
It's down the hall from Cape May.
Right. So it's right off of the pool. If you're passing by Beaches and Cream like we were in the video, it's that first door you walk into.
Yeah, you can easily walk right past it. It's
I
not a
don't think
place
I've ever
that
been in there.
It's right next to the event space. There's kind of like this Ariel's themed event space in Beach Club. So it's right kind of adjacent to that. So it's kind of like for conventions.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's right next to that. Yeah.
And we kind of had to, like you were saying, we kind of had to improvise in there. We didn't have any specialty drinks there. We had to talk with the bartender. And that's when we did our shots.
Yeah, there's no style in the place. There's no energy. So we got in and pretty much took a shot and left.
What do you think that is? Just the pool bar? Do you think that's just where they
It's not-
order drinks at the pool?
It's not the-
that's where they
no.
It's not
serve
the
from?
pool bar. It's just, I don't know. It's just a weird little lounge.
It's very like airport hotel lobby bar.
There are TVs, so they
I
put.
think it used to be part of Ariel's restaurant.
It might have
probably
been,
was
yeah.
the waiting area for that restaurant when it was open.
It is. It's in an odd space. I don't know that the beach club actually has, like the yacht club has a bar right off the lobby.
Right, yeah.
I don't think the beach club
No,
does.
It doesn't. I don't think.
That's the only place. But we wanted to knock it out just to say we went to the beach club for a stop. But it's not a place I would go. If you want that sort of environment, I would go to the Bellevue Lounge at the boardwalk. That sort of.
Is that the one that's upstairs? It looks like a library.
That one's
almost.
really nice.
Yeah, if you want something quiet, low energy, that's a good one.
I would have preferred. Honestly, I would have preferred to go to Beaches and Cream if they had some options. If they had a beer
I think that's a good
float.
idea. I don't know why they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Greg said, a beer float.
Yeah. Beer float.
Yeah.
Yeah, here they didn't have a lot of specialty drinks. Again, it's typical Disney specialty drinks. So we each did a shot.
It actually seemed like they had a limited supply of things back there because I think we've asked for a couple things first, and he didn't have
Right.
what he needed. So
limited supply of personality.
that too. It was a very old lady bar. I think. Well, I guess we were kind of skirting around that, but I'll just.
It was the crowd there. It was crowded there, but it was groups of like 30, 40 somethings there for like convention or business.
Yeah.
That's the kind of clientele that was there. It's like business clientele. Everybody was.
So you're referring to 30 and 40-year-olds as old ladies?
No, I was just saying that.
No, I wasn't talking about the actual clientele there. I'm just saying like the decor and like the feeling. Yeah.
I was talking about the people.
Yeah, it's supposed to represent like a New England summer home. That's supposed to be the decor there. I've never been in a New England summer home, so I don't know.
A New England summer home on the compound.
Give me a New England summer
Kennedy
drink. Kennedy's.
So we our time there was pretty short. We did a kamikaze shot. typical, just lime juice, triple sec, and vodka. My shot days were long done with college, but anyway.
So, kind of like wrapping up on the Yacht and Beach, going back to what we were talking about in the previous news show with Food and Wine Classic at Swan Dolphin. Yacht and Beach Club, I don't really see it as a destination for going out and drinking at night. Unless you're staying at that hotel and you don't want to go.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about, like you said, you're talking about a convention crowd. You're probably talking about guys after, going to meetings and stuff, just looking for a place to go and have a drink. I don't think it's anything that's people go there to drink.
Yeah, the whole purpose of this really is not to find that one destination spot where you go and you stay the whole night, but more if you wanna do that sort of bar hopping thing. Of course, this is targeted towards adults, and if you just want to keep on moving, you stop at a few spots and go about your way. But yeah, I don't think, like for me, Cruise Cup would be a destination to go have dinner, last minute dinner, and have a glass of wine.
Stay there all night.
If I was on vacation, stay there, no reservations. There are a lot of nice booths there. There are tables. There's one TV. So I don't know if I'd go there to watch a football game unless they had my game on that one TV.
Yeah.
And there's also a nice view of the butcher, chopping up all the meat. I could sit right there and watch that all night. But I think Cruise Cup definitely would be a destination for that purpose. So after Martha's Vineyard, we went over to the Swan. We went to Il Molino, which I love Il Molino. I think it's one of the nicest bars. It's very
modern looking. Isn't it?
It's very upscale and stylish and contemporary, but it's not modern and contemporary where it feels cold.
It was funny you said that because I was going to talk about how the bar itself was like really neat. So it was like this marble, and it actually was kind of cool temperature wise. It was nice, like the leaning on that bar. It was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really sleek and flat. It's a wide bar, so there's plenty of room for drinks and food, whatever you get. But it's a nice place. It's very comfortable. It's a long bar too. So.
And this is the only bar that does not have a TV.
I didn't even think about that.
Which we were forced to talk. We do anyway, but so I think this is a good date bar, lounge, or restaurant bar. Because there's no TV, it's the bartenders were incredible. They answered all of our questions. They even made one of their specialty drinks towards the end of the night for us, which was the let me see the exact drink, but. We started off with limoncello. I don't think we were supposed to shoot that.
I wonder if this was the same limoncello that comes out of a ladle.
It is. It's their signature. Yeah.
The community pot of limoncello.
I'm pretty sure it's just moonshine that they've made out back out of lemons and old
They
socks.
just put lemon zest in it. And then we had champagne.
Craig's cracking up over there.
And then they, like Corey said, they had some signature drinks, and my favorite one was actually something called the Wit's End, which I know Corey has a description of it, but it was
fruity beer, wasn't it?
It wasn't too fruity. It had
It's wit beer served over a mix of Jack Daniel's honey, orange juice, and fresh squeezed lemon.
Yeah, so it was a little citrusy, kind of like more tart than it would be fruity and sweet, but it was very good.
For $13. Now, this is where you're going to find your specialty drinks, Il Molino and also Blue Zoo that we'll talk about in a little bit, but this is where you're going to get off that beaten path of every bar, every lounge has the same exact menu with maybe a few beers.
Well, the good thing about these restaurants at Swan and Dolphin is that they are like not only signature restaurants as far as price point and cuisine, but they're individual restaurants that certain chefs have put together, and they stand out amongst all the other restaurants, and so does their drink selection as well.
Yeah, I had the Dirty Martini made with their olive infused vodka. I'm a Dirty Martini fan, and this was incredible. Basically chill and serve, and they have blue cheese stuffed olives, which I can eat a whole plate of those. But their specialty drinks range from $13. They also have a whole selection of Bellinis, and then the specialty drink she made for us, the Testarossa Redhead, Kettle One vodka, Grand Marnier, and cranberry juice muddled with strawberries and fresh basil leaves, topped with ground pepper. That was, I was asking a question about it. She goes, "I'll make you one. Let y'all try it." Like, that's nice.
And the cracked pepper seems so weird, but it was perfect.
Yeah.
We did have really good luck with our bartenders. all throughout the night.
Oh, yeah.
They were all very helpful, very friendly.
Aside from Martha's Graveyard.
right.
Yeah.
And you can also order food here too. The menu they offer is pretty. It's slimmed down, more for the bar, but it was very good. We had the arancini, the meat stuffed Italian rice balls over spicy marinara sauce, and I think we got a pizza or two. I mean, by this
Yeah.
time we were just filling up on food and drinks. I don't know what pizza we got. Probably the margarita pizza.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, $16. The appetizer was $9. I mean, but they go up to $14. This is like I said, this is a great date bar. I know Julie and I have been there a few times.
Yeah.
Just sit at the bar, have a nice drink, and order some appetizers.
We were also, as you saw in the video, Will Perry was with us that day, so we were also kind of celebrating him being in town, and we got a champagne toast while we were there, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, we were doing some mixing.
Yeah,
It's not something I like to do too often. But
maybe adding on.
It all ended fine.
yeah, it did.
Escalator races
For some of us.
It really escalated.
You don't remember that, so I'm not really sure that's fine.
So that was our third stop, and next we moved over to Todd English's Blue Zoo at the Dolphin. Now, in here, the decor it's very aquatic, abstract. Lots of blues, complemented with orange, and there's a lot of silver. Like even the fish you see in the background of the bar, it's all silver. It's very contemporary and modern.
Where Il Molino is really light and open feeling, this is
It's almost the opposite.
Almost the
Dark.
opposite.
It doesn't feel cramped and crowded,
No.
but it's just it's dark and the ambiance is really nice. I love the lighting. Like even under the bar, there's like cool blue lights and everything's just really. I don't know. It's
and those candle orbs on
those
the
blue.
bar.
They tasted delicious.
No, it's a beautiful bar. It really is. Especially with the base of the bar all lit with that blue neon or whatever it is, but it's very vibrant there. But the bar itself is pretty dark. Just from taking the photos with an iPhone, it was very dark to try to get a focus on that. Now there are you can sit at the bar, and there's also booths that are in the same bar area. So
But those aren't part of the restaurant, I suppose. You don't have to have like a reservation or anything for that.
no, I think the bartenders or there's a server that
Does the
also,
bar.
Yeah, we sat at the bar. Now they're really known for their drinks here. I don't know if you have a picture of the burnt orange. There you go. Yep. The burnt orange drink is the one you see in the foreground. This drink was actually a collaboration from the mixologist at Blue Zoo and also their head pastry chef.
Oh.
And so the chef actually came up with a sugar that was a special sugar used to brulee the nectar on the orange, and so they muddle that into the bottom. They top that with Grand Marnier, agave nectar, and a high-end tequila, and then they put another orange on top of that and light it on fire. It's a pretty intense drink. It was more orange flavor than anything, obviously, but
Once the orange burned out, were you supposed to put it into the drink or take it out?
I think we put it into it.
Yeah.
But I think it's your preference. I don't know.
Okay.
No, they said to put it in the drink.
Yeah.
That's how they recommended it. So
I didn't get to experience these drinks. Unfortunately, at this point, I wasn't feeling too great.
Yeah,
so.
the first group went to sleep at this point.
That's because you started with the ultimate Long Island iced tea.
Yeah.
That's all downhill from that. Jeez.
where'd you have that? You had that at
Cruise Cup?
Yeah. Oh man.
It just piled on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the mixing. The mixing wasn't
Right.
a good idea. But you're trying these specialty drinks. You can also order food from the menu here too. But we were full at this point. But it's an option. We've done that before.
Full menu?
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you guys finishing your drinks? Are you guys like down to the last drop? And then
Unless we
moving
didn't
on?
like it, then we would finish it.
So it's not just a tasting.
I
it's-
think at Blue Zoo we ordered how
Maybe it
many
should've been.
cocktails? About 6 or 7?
Yeah.
And they were all finished, I think, except for one. I think Craig
You're-
argues
We
that.
tried them and passed them around.
6
a
or
little bit.
7 and all were finished, is what you're
Well,
saying.
that was
Yeah,
4
not
people.
each, but just for all of us. We tried them all.
Yeah, we had our favorites.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the burnt orange.
I liked it. I'll be honest, I think Blue Zoo is one of the best places to get signature cocktails on property.
completely.
I remember that night you were saying it reminded you of Trader Sam's in that way.
In that sense that they have these really unique drinks that you can't get anywhere else.
Collect them all, right?
Well, you can't steal the glasses, but
Right.
I mean, I think it's really cool. I think that I didn't know about this, and to come here and see all these different drinks that you can get, it's a nice place to check out.
There was a drink on the video that was smoking.
Oh, yeah,
that's
that was
called
really-
the smoking sangria. That's red wine, creme de blackberry, creme de peach, ruby port, and seasonal juices. Juice is finished with a liquid nitrogen of added, for added chill.
And I just have to say, please forgive me for these photos because
well, we were taking them with our iPhones.
we were trying.
You can see it.
No, you can.
You get what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get what it is. Now I don't know which drink did you have. We all ordered. We all took a pick, but we.
I actually forget the name of mine. It had something to do with Hollywood or something, and the name appealed to me. But it was really good. I actually liked them all.
You released your inner Miley Cyrus.
I don't think it was that Hollywood. I think it was more like 1940s Hollywood. I don't think it wasn't like Lindsay Lohan. But
Now I think Craig had the one night in Mexico, which was
Again. I can't wait to find out what's in this drink.
Surprisingly, that's not the first time.
that was hum liqueur. I don't know what that is. Pomegranate juice, fresh lime, agave nectar, mole bitters, and habanero shrub.
I have to tell
Served
you, I don't
all
know
over
what some of
crushed
those
ice.
words even mean.
Yeah, I don't either. But
Hung liquor,
hum.
hum, and shrub.
But that was one of the ones that I think we all enjoyed the most.
Yeah.
Maybe because it was the only one they served like in a tall, very really chilled glass. I mean, everything else was set on fire and
Yeah.
smoking.
I also know it had a little bit of a kick to it with spiciness, and I know myself, you, and Shaun all like going to get the jalapeno margaritas. So we like kind of.
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there was one that we hated, wasn't there?
There was one that we all hated. I don't remember.
It's the
which
one that's still
it was.
full in this picture. It's a red drink with like a lemon twist in it. I don't know which one that is.
Yeah, we lined up our
Oh
drinks.
yeah.
I just remember really hating it.
Yeah, that was bad.
But I think it wasn't. It had to do with the liquor in it. I think it was gin or.
It was gin, and
Yeah.
we were over gin.
I'm not
at
a
that
gin
point.
fan.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, and I don't remember correctly, but I remember it taking them quite a long time to prepare these drinks. Like they're pretty involved.
Yeah, they are. Not because they were slow or busy or anything. It was just because these drinks are so advanced to make.
Yeah.
I mean, it just took a while. The recipes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not mix and serve. They really are works of art.
Yeah, that tells you how good they are and how proud of them they are.
Oh yeah.
Are bartenders doing anything fun? Are they like throwing bottles in the air and spinning them?
No, they're just lighting it on fire.
They're just lighting them on fire.
It was Coyote Ugly at Blue Zoo.
Was it?
Yeah, they were on the bar.
I was thinking Tom Cruise, but
Once we got to Il Molino, we had to, time was just flying by, and
Yeah.
we had to find out when was the last call at Blue Zoo so we could make it there and order drinks and then make our way
before
over.
the escalator stopped running.
Because Kimono's was the only one open late that night. I
Right,
think.
so we kind of went straight to Blue Zoo, and I don't know if it was last call, and you wouldn't know it's last call, and we order all of these,
I was just going to say, I'm
intense-
sure you made them very happy.
these intense
I think
drinks.
we actually had a conversation about that. Wasn't there some kind of bigger group behind us? They were having dinner later, and so they ended up staying later for us or something.
Yeah, they were waiting for a big group, and
Yeah, there was a group of like 15 Japanese businessmen that walked in right at the last second,
Yeah.
but they didn't even come all at once. They came like 2 people at first and then 5, and then they were just waiting for everyone to get there.
Yeah.
It's the buddy system.
Yeah.
so some of these places will stay open later. They said they all judge it on the convention that's in
Yeah.
town, if it's the occupancy. So it's really hard to judge how late you can go to some of these places. But we asked at Il Molino, and they kind of all run on the same schedule. Il Molino and Blue Zoo, they're still waiting for the same people.
The night we were there, it wasn't particularly busy in any of our locations, but just like anything, one night it could be that, and then the next night it could be crowded.
With conventioners.
Yeah.
Well, and that was
We had dinner at Il Molino a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago now, and I tried to make another reservation for a Monday night, and they told us that there were none of the restaurants in either the Swan or the Dolphin or around the boardwalk were available for Monday and Tuesday. There were 13,000 conventioneers in time.
Oh my God.
A tech convention, and they said don't even come near the area.
They're the rowdiest people. I mean,
Yeah.
those tech guys.
IT. What I like about El Molino, going back to El Molino, is they have an outdoor space.
Oh yeah.
Like you could take your drinks and go sit outside. So, I mean, because
Yeah.
I'm not a sit in a bar kind of guy. That's not my
Well,
thing.
and they have nice, they have 2 sets of low low couches with a table right there. There are some high tops there too, but you don't really have to sit at the bar and
in Blue
both elbows
Zoo,
on the bar.
can you
sort
sit
of
at a
thing.
table in Blue Zoo? Because I think it's just the bar, right?
No, there are booths.
Well, there are
along the
those
bar.
booths.
Booths.
That's
But
right
is that
there.
food or is that for the bar?
Well, it's you can get food at the bar.
But the booths we're talking about are in the bar area, and you don't. From what I understand, you don't need a reservation. That's just like going to a bar, and they'll have
There's
a
also
waiter.
like a set of booths up behind that also, isn't there?
Yeah, where they have musicians.
Yeah.
They have a guitar
I think
player.
they use that a lot for private events.
See, I order food at bars a lot. Like if I'm by myself and just killing time, I'll sit and order food because I'm not going to sit at a table by myself. I'd rather sit at a bar by myself. It doesn't.
Food, drink, cell phone.
I can at least talk
football
to
game.
somebody constantly, or sit next to everybody else on their iPhones.
Corey's having a me party.
Just to go back to what you were saying, John, I agree with you. Out of Il Molino, there's this courtyard right off the bar, which is really nice. And now that the weather is becoming a little more tolerable, that would be a really cool place to hang out later at night.
Also, I mean, this is certainly not in my wheelhouse at all, but they have a cigar humidor where you can get cigars and you can sit outside and smoke a cigar. Certainly nothing that's at Il Molino.
Oh.
Something I would never do, but if you were into it.
It's definitely upscale. You can tell the second you walk in. With those big, huge, oversized wooden doors that just open.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not like overly so. Like you would feel comfortable. Like I was just wearing, I think, shorts and
Yeah, we were all theme
button
park
shirt,
gear.
yeah.
Yeah, we were underdressed at the next place.
Yes, we were.
After Blue Zoo, we decided to end the night at Kimonos. I love Kimonos. I love the sushi there. I think it's one of the best areas on property for sushi. There's a nice selection of rolls and sashimi and nigiri. There's just a nice selection of sushi there, and the price point isn't too crazy.
And they actually have the chef there rolling it fresh.
Yeah, you walk in and there's the sushi bar right to your left, and there's a full bar all the way to the back with one TV.
If you go any place that serves sushi and there's not a chef rolling it fresh, leave.
Run.
Yeah, if it comes in a little plastic container like they serve at Publix.
Well, that's okay, but even there's a sushi chef at Publix.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
If it comes out of the back room and you can't see somebody making it, don't stay.
We were talking about this at the Food and Wine Classic. We had the sushi there, and that's where the restrooms were, and we looked inside. We've never eaten there. We're going to give it a try.
It really is good. We got there about 11:45, and of course, last call for sushi was at 12. So we were jotting that stuff down on a little paper to hand it to her as fast as we could. So we ordered a few rolls, and some sashimi. I thought it was great as always. I don't even think we were hungry.
I was just going to say that. Looking back on it now, why did we order food?
I will never go to a sushi place and not order sushi. So it's just a must.
Yeah, it's kind
and
of
I won't order one thing. It's just my hand won't allow it.
Yeah.
Kimonos it's very lively at night, but this also depends on the group that's in town. This night I named it corporate karaoke. There must have been about 50 corporate guys, just head to toe, suit, all dressed, singing karaoke. And, here we are, just pretty much in the middle of it.
It was actually awful.
It was our least favorite of the night. If it wasn't for the sushi.
But the venue itself it's a really nice bar area, and it can be fun if you're in the right crowd for karaoke. I like karaoke. I really do.
It's nothing against karaoke. This was just overwhelming with the number of dorks in suits singing awful karaoke.
Yeah, they weren't good at all, and I felt bad because there was these probably 4 girls that were going up in pairs, and they were just kind of switching off back and forth on who was going to sing, and then these businessmen just came in like all together at once, 150, whatever, and so all of a sudden it was just them singing,
and they all think they're Mariah Carey.
They were all awful.
They really were really bad.
I hate
It's
to name
complete
names.
entertainment, though. I mean,
Oh, was
especially
it-
after a night of drinking.
Was
You
it
just-
funny awful, or was it just
No,
I need to
annoying.
live there?
Yeah.
There's a difference. It's like sometimes it's
Businessmen
funny.
who think they're Mariah Carey sound like fun.
The one guy in particular that I was just disgusted with, he got up there and sang, I can't get no satisfaction. And at one point, he just stopped singing and he just did the Mick Jagger walk.
He thought he was really good at a Mick Jagger impression,
Yeah.
and he
What the thing
wasn't.
was-
He must have been the CEO or something because everybody was just laughing with him.
Yeah.
Like, we have to laugh.
awkwardly laughing. I will say this though, they I guess they don't censor the songs or so. I don't
Really?
know what they do, but I won't mention the exact song. But there was a guy up there singing an inappropriate song with like
I'm surprised.
Inappropriate words and subject matter, but
No, I think the Swan Dolphin doesn't always play by Disney rules.
well, no. Here's the thing. So he sang the song. He finished the entire thing, and then afterwards, the girl that was running the karaoke said, "I just want to remind you guys that this is a family place, and I just you got to really watch what you sing." And I don't know. It was just so weird.
Even though it is 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So the karaoke itself probably had the bad words bleeped out.
I would imagine, but
And
he was just drunk or whatever, and he just
Okay.
Yeah, so it's this is definitely one of those places that's open till 2 a.m. So you can always depend on going to Kimonos, and there's something there.
Now, do they have certain karaoke nights, or is it every night? Or does it depend on the time of season? And
I honestly don't know that.
okay, because it just seems like every time I hear kimonos,
We probably should have asked when
No,
we were
it's-
there, huh?
Well, we weren't
Sign
thinking
said
clearly.
karaoke nightly.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nightly.
that's what I was assuming.
I'm sure it starts at a certain time, maybe
Yeah.
10. I don't know, but
I remember last year after the Food and Wine Classic, it was just a madhouse in there because everybody was just, finished their whole night from
They're ready
the
and raring to
classic,
go.
and everybody's just ready to do karaoke. We had sushi. We also had a bottle of sake that we kind of all shared, and then went in Rome, had some Japanese beer. And that was the end of our night. It ended at 2 a.m. and yeah.
My night ended at like 10 p.m.
I felt great the next day because we spread it out and we ate through the night. It wasn't rush. We took our time exactly how we wanted to. The only time we really rushed was trying to beat the clock to get somewhere before it was last call. And
Yeah.
it's kind of amazing if you think about it. We met at 6, so that was like 8 hours of
Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
yeah.
So there was
It was spread
fairly
out,
spread out, and there's lots of food involved.
Oh, it was very responsible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were a person coming here for vacation, you knew you wanted to bar hop one night, where would you rank this group of bars to the other ones we've done so far?
I think this one, like I said, I enjoyed it because there's a hotel right there. Like if I was at the monorail crawl and staying at the Contemporary, it would have been different. But these places really offer a lot of specialty drinks, Il Molino, and they have the food that's so great with it. Todd English's Blue Zoo, and they have the food that goes with it. And then to end the night with sushi, it's a win-win. And there's also the lobby lounge bar at the Dolphin, which I don't know if it's more of a destination. It's more of a meeting spot before you go somewhere else, or you end your night there or watch a football game there. But I really enjoyed the Swan and Dolphin part of it.
Yeah.
It's classier. I don't know. And then we get to run up escalators.
It is, and I think if you're going to do Yacht and Beach Club, maybe you should also throw in a little boardwalk in there too. If
I think you almost have to if you're just doing those two. I think for me, the only one that was probably better drink-wise was the monorail crawl.
Yeah.
Just because I like the ambiance of being at the monorail resorts and
Right.
being able to like take the monorail around rather than, I mean, walking was fine, but
And the Polynesian offers a lot of specialty drinks.
exactly, yeah.
But for sure, this whole area, the whole lagoon near Epcot, has a really cool nightlife feeling. The atmosphere at night is really cool. So any of these, whether it be Boardwalk or Yacht and Beach Club and Swan Dolphin, I think it makes for a fun night.
Yeah.
And you can, even if you do go to Martha's Graveyard, you can you can have a good evening.
Yeah, skip that one. Go
They
get
want to
some.
know if Sean's old enough to drink.
I just saw that.
His chat room. Sean 21.
Yes, I'm 26.
Yeah, the downtown Disney, they had a few places that offered specialty drinks, Raglan Road and
Right.
Paradiso. I'd like to do it again.
We
and
have to do it again 'cause I missed out
And do
last time, yeah.
Splitsville.
Yes.
The next one we do, it's going to be the actual drink around the world. We're going to start at Mexico and work our way around. It's
gonna be a full day.
It's going to be a full
We
day.
are going to start at 9 in the morning and end on an extra magic hour at 3 o'clock in the morning.
We're going to start at 9 in Future World.
Yes. I am going to the Electric Umbrella and Coors Light.
Yeah, so that's the next one we're going to do. And I think that pretty much is going to sum up all of the sort of places where you can sort of bar hop around Walt Disney property.
Yeah.
You can divide these up if you want. You can do Boardwalk, Yacht and Beach, and just do Swan and Dolphin all by itself.
Yeah. These are the main large hub areas. Like we can't do one on Animal Kingdom Lodge, because you have to drive somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, but we have to do something, though. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because I love that bar there, Victoria Falls.
Oh yeah.
And walk up to Kidani.
It'd be like Amazing Race. You tell the taxi just to wait for you. Exactly. We'll be right back.
I don't know how to drive stick.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a tough job, but we're taking one for the team here.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Corey, and thanks everybody else for sharing that with us, listening to us. I think we had a great time doing the drinks around the world and talking about that. That was a fun little memory for most of us. So again, I just want to say thanks for sticking around and thanks for watching. We will see you next week with the next episode of the Diz Unplugged. Have a great week, everyone.